1. And we are live. We are here to build ourselves a pretty epic RTX 4090 gaming PC. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's bigger than my head. Actually is bigger than my head. I mean, that really is saying something because I've got a big head. Then we also have a brand new case. I'm really excited, and I know you guys are really excited as well for us to build on this. This is the Lian Li 011 Vision, which surprisingly is actually the cheapest one in the 011 range, despite the fact that some people say it actually looks the most premium, because you actually have glass on the top as well. How is this going to affect things? Well, obviously you can't mount any fans there, but visually your case might look a little bit nicer. We have editor Carl joining us.
Thank you for having me back. I enjoy these live streams. It's always good to get involved.
How does it sound? Do you look worried?
No, I'm just...
We're good?
Yeah, I'm just checking the preview, making sure everything's okay.
There we go. We did actually have some technical problems, so sorry for the slight delay. But we are pretty much ready to rock and roll now, which is good. Yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or on the archive. If you are watching live in the archive, hello. We will leave product links to everything listed down in the description below if you want to check them out. But the way this is going to work is we will be putting this together from start to finish, no edits, so you will see everything. Sometimes that's good, sometimes I think Carl will agree that's probably not so good. And we're also very, very pleased to say that today this live stream has been proudly sponsored by the lovely guys over at LG. And if you do want to grab a brand new gaming monitor, there are some insane deals available that we have also linked down below. This is the 32-inch GQ950 that we've used quite a few times on the channel before. But if I have set this up correctly, we should now be able to cut to, yeah, there we go, shot number 4, where we have the OLED monitor that we tested earlier in the year. And this is currently available on sale as well. So my main, well, I absolutely loved this monitor when it came out. It was fantastic. But at the RRP, I thought that there were some other options, you know, from LG that offered better value for money. But the discount you can get on this is insane. I would highly advise you go check it out. Have a look down in the description below, because this truly is one of, if not the best gaming monitors you can get hold of, because it is OLED, 240 Hz, 1440p, fantastic. We loved it on the channel. Go and check that out. As I say, link is down below. And I think we have one other one as well. I mean, there's loads of LG monitors on sale at the moment. What's the one? It's the GR65, and this is a 45-inch monitor that is so wide, it's ridiculous. If you're after one of these sort of more super ultra-wide things, 45-inch in terms of size, then this is going to be a lot of monitor. Again, this one's on discount. I have written these down because I knew I wouldn't be very good with numbers. You can currently get $200 off the GR95 OLED, and you can get $150 off the GR65 as well. So go check those out. Massive thank you to LG for sponsoring this stream. And if you are interested in loads of other Black Friday deals, we've got those linked down below. But yeah, let us start our build. Over to you, Carl.
Thank you for passing it over. Yeah, I think hopefully we should have a pretty good live stream today. All should go to plan. Yeah.
Well, we were saying this earlier because we have actually built, not in this case before, but obviously the 011 quite a few times in different sort of stages. Different stages, different cases. We've seen like the normal one, we've seen the XL, we've seen the original, then we've seen the Evo, and now obviously we've got the Vision. So we should be quite familiar with it, and we are confident that the live stream will go without a hitch. Isn't that right, Carl?
Yeah, that's always the plan. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan,
no.
But today's not going to be that day.
No, and why? Would you like to tell the audience why today is not going to go that way?
Because I have to leave at 5.
Yes, to leave at 5. So yeah, there we go. And as always, by the way, donations are appreciated, but absolutely not necessary. But Editor Carl will be getting half of the donations, which I realised earlier, I think Google take a cut. So actually, you're basically getting
more than you.
All of it. But that's all good. That's all good. So yeah, always want to put that out there as well. So yes, we're going full Lian Li. We've got their LCD cooler here today as well. Should be easier to install than some others because you have the SL-INF fans if you go for that variant pre-done on the cooler. And then obviously you don't need loads of cables, you can stick that in. And then we've got some extra fans as well because you don't get any with this chassis at all, which is a benefit really if you were going to buy your own fans as I say, anyway. Whereas obviously, if you want the best value, you're going to have to look at a chassis that does have fans pre-installed, because they will give you better value for money. Right. What I hear laughter. Is this at my expense?
No, just to confirm.
Yeah.
This is live.
This is, oh, we've got the classic. Is this pre-recorded?
This is live.
and we're really smart about the way we do this as well, because this is not live. This is all like a front. But we say, like 10 minutes in, don't we? We say, oh, this is, there's a question in the chat. Is this live? Yeah, it is live. Obviously, it's live. There's no way this could work if this wasn't live. So, yes.
Yeah.
We're going, oh, that's the LG, sponsored by LG. If you want to check out their gaming monitors, they are linked down below. That was really seamless. That was just because I pressed the wrong button, I'll be honest with you there. Motherboard that we have here is the Tuf Gaming X670E plus Wi-Fi. Now, X670E, it depends what you need, really, right? Because you do get PCI Gen 5, which is going to be very useful for longevity. But when these boards first came out, they were so expensive that they weren't necessarily worth buying. But especially this Tuf one, actually, I'm pretty impressed when we looked at the price of this, because it's come down a lot and it has loads of features, is obviously very future-proof, and of course supports AM5, which is what we are going to be using today for our CPU. Does also come with DDR5 memory support as well, and Tuf gaming boards are pretty solid, despite the mild controversy we had in the year. Sorry, loud noises. We're getting there, right. Despite the slight controversy that we had earlier in the year, I've not really had issues with Asus boards at all. Pretty much all of my personal rigs have used them. I'm always a big fan, but to be honest with you, Gigabyte, MSI, ASRock, they're all really good. It will depend on the exact board that you're going for as to how good or bad that particular model is. But pretty happy with this one, to be honest. It's quite an easy one to recommend.
I feel like we need a poll.
Poll?
We usually have a poll.
Okay, what should we poll?
I don't know. What's a hot topic at the moment?
That's a good question. Hot topic is still, I don't know. Okay, now here's one for you, right? Because the RTX 4060 at the moment, there's been some really good deals. I've seen them for as cheap as what, like $265, $270, I think, which is pretty good. And then the 7600 from AMD hasn't really dropped down in price. So suddenly the RTX 4060 is actually a pretty good buy. But I haven't seen any 4060 Ti's that are, I don't know, blowing my socks off. So the question we're going to put in the poll is, how cheap should the RTX 4060 be in order for it to be worth money? Worth money.
Worth
your money. Are we going to say 8 or the 16 gig? I don't know, because it's the 16 gig is the one that'd be worth buying, but then that is even more expensive. So I don't know. Tricky.
You mean the 4060 Ti? How cheap should that be?
Yeah, what did I say?
4060.
No, I meant the 4060 Ti. Let's go with this.
Is this 8 gig or 16 gig?
That's what I just said.
Which one?
I don't know, is a question. Let's go with the cheaper one, the 8 gig.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to grab our Ryzen processor. Hello to everyone in the chat, by the way, that is watching, as well as everyone in the archive. Who have we got, Editor Carl?
We've got the usual suspects. Rivstar's here, Addy's here. Who else have we got?
Rivstar, we got a big respect to Rivstar. He's been a massive help to the channel. I've noticed he even put some of my videos in the Discord when I forgot, because I was busy out having dinner with my family. So massive thank you to Rivstar for doing that. CPU, by the way, we're using, this is the 7800X3D. This is obviously the best all-round gaming CPU you can get. The i9 is definitely worth considering because it is a better CPU, but for raw gaming performance, the 7800X3D is either neck and neck or slightly ahead, and it's a lot cheaper. So it depends what you need, really. Do you need loads more cores for a PC that will do everything and be more future-proof, or do you want to just go for that Ryzen and save yourself the money, probably put the rest of it towards the graphics card? That's what I'd do, but it is entirely down to you. There is no right or wrong answer. What would you do, Carl? i9, 7900X3D?
Oh, I'd go for the 7800X3D.
Yeah?
Yeah. Unless you're using it for like video
editing.
editing.
But then you do video editing. So if you're going to have one rig, though, maybe the i9 actually would be better suited to you. Maybe we've found the use case.
Or I'd probably just get a 7900X or 7950X instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the performance difference isn't a lot.
Depends what you play as well, doesn't it?
Depends what you prioritize, isn't it? Do you prioritise work or play?
I don't know. At the moment, these days, I'm prioritising work. I've had a good week though. It's been really fun actually, but we've been so busy. Poor editor Carl has had loads to do, and I've been keeping him topped up with even more stuff to do. He's even been benchmarking all of the CPUs for a CPU video that we've got coming out next week, I think, or maybe the week after,
Probably
where we're doing like a full roundup of everything. So yeah, good old editor Carl. We've been working hard.
Yeah.
We love him around here.
Ah, thank you.
We've got some DDR5 memory. I also like the fact on this Asus board they do color code the slots, so you're going to more instinctively put the RAM in either the grey or the black slots. Obviously the grey one is the one we want to use. Dual channel memory, you want to make sure there is separation between the sticks so it actually operates at its full rated speed. I believe this is a 6000 megahertz kit, but as we were discussing, I have lost the box somehow for this Fury memory.
Somehow.
I think it's because it wasn't actually in it's not a mess around here, Carl. This studio is spotless. Yeah, no one needs to know. You're good. I lost the container for this, so I don't know. But I would recommend going for a 6000 megahertz Expo kit anyway. Try and get either 32 gig or 64, or you can even buy 48. It's 16 gig of RAM is absolutely fine at the budget end, but with a 4090, you're going to want 32 gig of RAM or more. So that is our motherboard mostly complete. We do also need to actually install our SSD, and I've realised I don't have a screwdriver, Carl.
It's next to the PC, the other side.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stealth.
See, this is why he's here. he's
the
so
scissors
good.
are nearby just in case you need them as well.
He's so good. He looks after us. So we're going to open up our slots. Go on, who else we got on the chat though? I want this to be as interactive as possible.
I've also forgot shouting people's names.
Picture in picture. It's me. I forgot I could do that. We're rusty.
Oh, yeah, well done.
Haven't done this in a while.
We've got Saints are top. I guess maybe that's a reference to something.
Right.
Who else have we got? We've got Raman Kumar, Marwez Games, Sadiq is here as well. Eric K.
Eric K.
Maybe it's
Eric Clapton with a K.
Maybe it is a K. Yeah.
You never know. Clapton's with a C, I'm afraid. Tom.
Yeah. I was going to say Eric Cantona, but it's that's also a K.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Ah.
Is it football?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See. It's all you need to tell me. Oh, I'm knackered. You know. We had a massive lunch, and then it was quick, frantic.
Go.
Actually, we're not quite as set up as we thought we were, which is very on brand. And now I'm like out of breath, big boy, bloated. But we're getting there. And I'm as I say, I'm looking forward to this because I think this case is going to appeal to a lot of people. And I'm still in the market for a new case, so could be for me.
We've still not sold. We've still not found the case.
I don't know. I've found a load of cases I really like actually, so it's good. It's difficult for good reasons this time rather than bad ones.
Yeah.
That is our motherboard complete. Look, there you go. Nice and easy. Nice looking board. No real issues. It does annoy me that Asus put their bloody serial numbers like here, right where you can see them. I guess no. Maybe they've been smart actually. Maybe they know that as soon as you put your graphics card in, you won't see this.
Yeah, probably. Especially with the size of our graphics card, I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah, loads of slots, by the way, for M.2 on this board, as you can see. So, yeah, pretty good. That was one of the main things. You just step up with motherboard, you, of course, get more features. And these days, a lot of that is faster storage speeds and more storage speed slots.
I think we need to do the cooler first.
Do we? Why?
It's got, like, some brackety thing.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, Ed and Carl saying, right, forget it. We'll come back. We need...
It's only because I took it apart like an hour ago. So
he did, it's true. Where was it? You want to tell the lovely people where you found it? This is the cooler loads of people have been waiting for. This is the GA2 LCD. I don't know why it's that shorthand, because it's actually called the Galahad 2.
Yeah. I guess they just didn't want to print it.
When I Googled that, yeah, well, could it be there?
Yeah, it just looks silly.
Yeah, I Googled this and I couldn't find it, and then, yeah, it's because it's called the Galahad 2. I think the software on this does need to improve a bit until it's up to the likes of the NZXT and the Corsair offerings, but obviously it will get there, and it then means you can use what are probably, I say the best fans, I don't know, they're tied between this and the QXs. I think these are the better all-round fan because they're not as expensive as Corsair's ludicrously expensive QX, but they are also on sale, by the way. Black Friday sale links, as I say, down below. gone through, we've got about 120 products, give or take, for both UK and US. Links to that are down below, as are the links to Newegg's Black Friday sale. That bit's not sponsored, but those are affiliate links. But yeah, really impressed actually with the sales this year. I think it's because sort of over lockdown and then the couple of years after that, we were still in that sort of backlog sort of periods, weren't we, with
really
PC
happened
components.
for that sort of time.
So there weren't really many discounts. Whereas this year, all the companies want to get rid of stuff. It's like, we need more sales. We need to go. We've got all this stock. And so they're actually doing some decent discounts, which is really nice to see. So go check those out. And as I say, if you've just joined the stream, this video is proudly sponsored by LG and their gaming monitors that are on Black Friday discount. You can also find these listed down below. What you're seeing now is the OLED monitor we reviewed earlier in the year. Really loved it. Go and check it out. Link is down below. Hold on, can we just go back to me? Because that was actually a pretty seamless ad. The first time, not quite so seamless. That was quite slick, wasn't it?
That was quite slick. I
rolled
completely
off.
ignored it, but
Other than the whole, like, then being proud of myself and just ruining the flow of everything. Other than that, it was great.
I got distracted because there's somebody in the chat called PC Centric #1 fan.
Oh.
That's their YouTube username.
What is he? QX, QL, SL-INF?
Who? I don't know.
The
That's no. Oh dear.
A good one.
Oh,
Can't get away. Can't get away from that. So yeah, here's our cooler. I think we've actually pre-installed some Intel hardware on that, so we'll take that off. Looks complicated, but it is actually just one box that should pretty much do everything. All of your screws and things are here as well. No, there is no back plate. It's just
it's got those. Basically you have to change these things to other ones.
Hold on, no. Are you not just thinking because it was Intel?
No, you have to take these off and put on very similar looking ones.
Right. Okay. So he says.
Because I saw it in the box and I was like, what is this for?
Is this going to fall off?
I am just watching it wobble around.
I'm not liking that.
It needs more weight at the front.
You know, they don't expect you to actually use all the ports on the device that's meant for streaming. Anyway, so here's our cooler. We've got our fans crucially blowing into the radiator. This will, of course, come this side.
It can't go there because there's glass there.
That's habit. That's a force of habit. So this will have to go there. Well, we'll use it as an exhaust as well. That's fine. Yeah. Or intake. Yeah, we'll do exhaust at the back, and then we'll have fans at the bottom.
Yeah, that'll be exhaust, and I guess your fans at the bottom will be intake.
Yeah, and that can be exhaust as well. So you can put 1 or 2 fans actually at the back here, which is quite nice. Yeah, nice and slick. So okay, you're right. Force of habit. We're not used to using glass tops on the chassis, so that's new. Right, let's have a look then. So you're saying I need to do
that one.
I need to do something funny.
That's it, in that baggie.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put this back on the overhead so you can actually see what I'm talking about. You see, look at this. It's like this little plastic doodah thing.
That's the technical name.
I realise now when, I know, granted this was quite a long time ago. I'm going back like 15, 20 years now. Well, I'm not quite that old, but yeah, like 15 years or so when you're at school and the teachers would say all things like that. And you're like, why would they do that?
Doodahs.
It's because they have too much to do all at once and their brain doesn't work properly. I now understand their trouble and toil. There you go, that's why I want to be on the old PGM. So, what do you reckon? We just take this off?
Apparently. And then you just screw those other ones on top. And then I think there's 2 bags of these.
Yeah, oh God.
That look very,
why can't they
almost
just make
identical.
It the same as everything else?
I don't know.
But then I suppose if you are building a gaming PC, normally you don't build 1 or 2 a week. So you just follow the instructions. So it doesn't have to be like everything else, does it?
Yeah.
Maybe we can give them that.
Yeah, if it takes 3 minutes longer than someone else's, it's like, it's not really a big deal.
Well, in theory, you'd like it to take less. Right, well, I can work out that these need to come off. I have a feeling you're going to use the same screws, though. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we used something like this before. Right, that goes on there, nice and easily. Because it says CPU down, so you just pop them over there like that. And then I reckon, same screws. Surely it's got to be the same screws. I will check the instruction manual. Remove screws. Is that the same screw? Maybe. We don't have any spares, do we?
No, there's no extra ones, so I guess you just use the...
I'll try these. That would make sense.
Somebody said in the chat, RIP, say to SSDs in 2023. Even though I bought one
Yeah,
the
I was
other
about
day.
to say, actually...
I bought a SATA SSD the other day.
I liked how Linus mentioned in a video, it's like, well, the other day, it's like, why would someone be buying SATA SSDs? And then you messaged to say, I bought one.
Because it was 8 terabytes. And it was not much more expensive than a hard drive that was 8 terabytes.
Yeah, well, there you go. If you need big capacity, there are always deals to be found.
Exactly, and that was a Black Friday deal.
Good Black Friday day. I'm broken.
Black Friday day deal.
Good Black Friday deal.
It was. I saved like nearly £100. That was a good deal. On an SSD as well.
Someone asked me as well on one of my posts, it's like, why are there some pots and pans right at the bottom of your deals list? And it's because those are my pans. And I would plug them and promote them and say you should pick them up. Because I do love them, but I think the Black Friday day, oh, I've done it again. Black Friday day day sale has gone. I think they've sold all their stock at that discounted price. So if you do want to grab yourself the best pans ever, then you can't. So unlucky. Or you just pay full price for them. So yeah, you missed out. You could have had some pots and pans. There we go. Check out the deals. Links are down below. Also check out the PC Centric mouse mat. The true story. I was going to set up a Black Friday day discount and then I forgot. So full price. Link is down below.
Full price.
Full price. Oh, I'm good at sales, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not sure the mouse mats were the best decision, but I'm happy with the product. That's the main thing. Anyway, let's not go down that road.
We've got some votes in.
That's in. Got some votes, yeah?
We've got some votes
Got some votes in.
What?
That's just some random video from ages ago with, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, what? Was he pretending to be Australian?
Australia. Well, he is just, oh no, yeah, who's pretending to be Hugh Jackman. It's like, gotta get your votes. I can't do it. Gotta get your votes in.
Gotta get your votes in.
But yes, that's what he was. Yeah. Anyway,
how cheap should the 4060 Ti be?
Yep.
I'm not sure if people are being realistic.
Oh, well,
or hopeful.
Okay, they're just they're wanting bargain.
They've gone for the lowest price, £200.
Okay, maybe that wasn't the best. £200.
250 is a close second.
Yeah, maybe on a sale. We'll be waiting a while for that one. Okay, cool. Looks like we're ready to go. Do you think the mount is then the same?
Yeah, it uses the same bracketry.
Okay. Right. There's a load of
fingerprints. The only thing that changes is the screws, I believe.
Yeah, is that going to touch? Yeah. Okay. Yep, I can buy that. Okay. So we'll pop this to one side for a second. Right. And this means we can now move on to the exciting bit, the bit that is completely new. Anything could happen.
And I'll tidy up.
Yeah, I don't think we need that one either.
I think you need these ones to go over the top of the screws.
Ah, so he's got me. Editor car. If you go home, where will I be?
Hopefully done.
The 011 Vision. So, how much is this car? That's a good question.
I have no idea.
Make it up.
$139.99.
Oh, I think it actually is. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's 140 quid.
Oh, I'll Google it.
Yeah, I think about that.
125.
125. See, I will say though, I'm not saying this feels cheap at all because it doesn't, but I'm not sure what it is. I still can't quite work out what it is. When I pick this up compared to the Evo, it definitely does feel, it's still heavy but lighter, and I can tell it's not exactly the same case. Make of that what you will, but I think it is just because you've got less metal and more glass. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Because that is still, look, that is pretty solid.
That's actually quite solid.
I was thinking maybe they have used like thinner glass or something, but it definitely does weigh a fair bit less, but maybe it's just because I've been picking up 011 Evo rigs that are actually assembled. Maybe that's unfair of me to comment on the weight. I don't know.
Well, not captive thumb screw.
It's just such a good looking case though, isn't it? Really, really nice. And if you think as well, as long as you're buying components that do have very good, I don't know, thermal regulation, they can dissipate all of that heat, and then you put, as I said, at least one, but maybe two fans here at the back, I don't really think you're going to have a problem, especially if we do use this as an exhaust, like we will today. I don't think you're going to have any real issues. But do be aware, because you've got this, like, you can take this out, but you can't access the back of the motherboard, which is why we've done the back plate now. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Oh, shall we have a look at the side? Let's take this glass.
Take all that glass off. Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh.
So it's got like little pins on it, look, to help you get it in the right place. That is thinner on the top though. That is definitely thinner glass.
What, thinner than
on
the side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the front?
That's the same as the side. That's
Does the front come out or
thick
not?
boy. I imagine it would. Yeah, you've got an internal screw here.
Oh, take it all out.
You want me to take it all out?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying speed is not the thing today.
Well, we want to see what it does.
It looks more like a test bench now, doesn't it? It's quite cool.
Just take all the glass out and then good to go.
Oh.
Oh no, it's not that simple. Maybe there's a screw in the back somewhere.
See, we didn't need that. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Carl, go over to chat. I'm going to work this one out.
Getting distracted now.
Yeah.
Do we know how much this PC cost? No.
Well, technically it didn't cost anything because they just sent us all the components. So there we go.
So if you want to know, all of the parts are listed in the description. So if you just want to find out how much something costs.
That's not even a plug.
That's not even a plug. That's just trying to help you out because we don't know. That
bit is thinner. Even then, that could be a lie. Where is the other piece? Ah!
Here's one I had earlier.
Yeah, here's one I had earlier. Yeah, definitely feels a bit cheaper, this. Not crazy, but that is more solid. Do you want to have a fiddle?
Pardon?
Do you want to fiddle with my side panels? See? Like, not crazy.
I feel like a...
Is it just a paint finish?
I think it's just you, to be honest.
There's not...
I think it's just the material, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I
suppose there's more mesh there on the side. So I guess
panel
more mesh means less weight.
That wobbles. That wobbles.
They both wobble.
Oh. Maybe I'm holding it in a different place. Is this good content? This is like a Jay's 2 cent video. Yeah, no, there's a little bit more wobble. A little bit more wobble. That was no, you're laughing because you think I'm mugging them off. That was not a dig. I just meant more. Obviously, Jay sort of spends 25 minutes unboxing stuff and talking about every detail, which is what I started to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, let's proceed, shall we? So this is where your SSDs go, and this also doubles as like a little cable management bar thing, which is always quite cool. Comes out nice and easily as well. Pop this here, and they even give you a screw box.
Oh look, they even have cable ties that say Vision on the side.
Do they?
They do.
So they do. Little things. And this, here's the thing though, this case, what?
I thought he was going to put picture in picture on.
No, this case is a bit of a lie. As is the NZX, no, as is the Fantex N5. Is that right?
NV5 or 7?
NV5, yes. Because the price of them looks fantastic on paper, and then you've got to remember you've got to add your fans. So, as I say, if you're comparing this to something like granted, the fans are not great, but if you compare it to something like even a 5,000 airflow, it's going to be the same sort of money, but that comes with fans, so you don't need to add anything else onto it. Whereas obviously this, you need to add your fans. But as I say, especially at this level, chances are you're going to be buying third-party fans anyway, so you'd rather not have fans so that the price of this is less. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Makes sense, good. Normally I just look at the camera, I'm like, makes sense? And no one says anything back, so it's nice to have that. But yeah, here's our frame. Let's get this installed, shall we? Pop this down.
Oh, we have 580 concurrent viewers at the moment.
Yeah, boy.
But only 218 likes on the video.
That is not right. That doesn't make maths.
That doesn't make sense.
That does not make maths. Oh, the problem, we shouldn't have eaten so close to the stream. Honestly, all I want to do is burp. I'm really sorry. And it was thick, heavy food as well. It was that garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
He made me eat 2 days out of date garlic bread.
I didn't make you.
You did.
You offered it to me. With a contract saying this is...
I said if you eat this and you die, you have acknowledged the fact it was 2 days out of date.
There is camera evidence.
Yeah, who knows whether that camera will one day it will help me out or it will do completely opposite. Who knows? Have I told you about the one time that I have used? So context is we have a camera for the dog by the back door, so you can see when he wants to come back in. There's one time that I've only ever used it for like that Black Mirror thing, which is bad. You shouldn't do it. Which was when Thea and I, not an argument, not like you're the worst person in the world, not one of those arguments. An argument like, you know, just disagreement, but like funny. She said, I've never eaten a pastel de nata before. And I immediately knew she blooming had, right? And I knew she had, but she was adamant. So I've not eaten one before. Well, she wasn't getting that angry. She was like, I haven't eaten one before. Honestly, I haven't. I'm like, I know you bloody have. And I thought, right, when did she have it? She had it when her sister and her sister's partner came over. Right, when was that? And I went back in the calendar, looked up what day it was, went back on the camera to that day, found the footage of her eating a pastel de nata, zoomed it in, and was like, ha! And then I sort of didn't really win because I just looked like a creepy idiot. So I would say don't do that. But that is the only time that camera has been used for evidence purposes. Was that a good story?
I guess so, yeah.
What's going on with chat?
I'm also going to be careful anytime I say anything in that room now.
Well, it's only pastel de nata related.
We've got some questions asking us about potential 4000 series super graphics cards. Have you heard anything about them?
Do I know anything about them? That's a very good question. I've heard rumours of things, but you know, when I say rumours, I mean like, you know, some other YouTuber said, "Oh, I reckon that they're coming."
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you don't really know. I mean, I can say hand on heart, I have not received any information under embargo about them that I have to, you know, keep quiet about. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
seen
see.
A lot of information or leaks, to be honest. Usually, like when the 4090 and that was coming out, there was a lot of leaks about it.
Yeah. I mean, NVIDIA usually announce something at CES, right? So, I don't know. It's almost certainly going to be a load of AI stuff, but I don't know. Gaming, they kind of need to do something with a 4060 Ti, but then they also probably won't. They want to refresh like the 4090 and 4080 sort of top tier, because those have been out for a year now. And context, you've got to remember, I know it's pathetic, but in terms of sales, people often buy products that have the most recent release date if they don't know anything about them, which is why they then want to have these releases that are more frequent, just so that they look like they've got something new out. I mean, I think if they replaced the 4080 with a 4080 Super, that did have more performance at the same price, that would be quite good, because the 4080 does need a little bit more grunt just to make it better value, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then if it's
not a bad card.
If it has that sort of like cascade effect, obviously, where then the 4080 then becomes cheaper for, like, you know, if that's then under £1,000 or dollars, well, that makes, you know, then it's better for everybody.
Yeah. Do you recall what they did with the last time Supers though? Because I do. They did a straight replacement on everything other than the 2060. So they kept the 2060, brought in the 2060 Super, but otherwise the 2070 and 2080 replaced them. So you couldn't buy them anymore once the stock had gone. Yeah. And they were straight up replaced by the Supers. So yeah, do we need them? I don't know. I don't mind having new ones. It gives me something to do. But I
keeps us busy.
Is it exciting? No, not really, is it? Because it's not going to be like majorly game changer, is it? I don't know. What do you reckon?
You're not going to get more performance out of, you know, a 4090 is still going to be the top card. Yeah. So it's not going to be anything new.
And we're so CPU bottlenecked, really, with the 4090 that it's not really worth buying something that was 20% more powerful than a 4090 if they were able to produce that until we've got 8,000 or 15th gen CPUs, in my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest.
It's not, you know, the 4090 is great, but it is held back in, you know, multiplayer games. So most people don't really need any more than that. Here's our little rig, though. It's looking quite nice, isn't it?
Our little rig.
Our little rig, yeah. Cooler?
I guess so, yeah.
Let's do it. I feel relaxed with this case now. Despite the bloat, I feel quite relaxed because it's like a it's like a breath of fresh air, but familiar. You know, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like when Thea comes home, and she's got like I wouldn't say like, What? Be careful, Marcus. She has like like solid scent. Like it's not like a perfume you smell. You know, it's just like scent.
Yeah.
So it's like it's familiar. It's like, oh, she's home.
Yeah. It's just like,
you know,
it reminds you of home. Reminds you of good times.
You've got more of a scent than she does because,
Me?
as we've explained before on the channel, you've got family that work in a perfume factory. So you just get it for Christmas and you have to use it up.
Yeah. You get like 12 bottles a year for free. So it's just like every single day. Might as well use it.
You haven't got some on today though.
No, I didn't put any on today.
There you go. So you let the side down.
Yeah, I
Those
did.
on the stream are going to miss out now.
Yeah. Smell-o-vision.
God, can you imagine? Well, here's a topic for you, right? New poll, right? New poll.
Now, you're dead to us, 4060
Yeah, kill that
Ti.
one. Before we do the poll, by the way, don't forget, this is a live stream that is sponsored by the lovely guys over at LG. If you want to grab yourself a new gaming monitor, loads are on sale. Links to everything are down below. I get to push my button again. There we go. Look, if you want to grab yourself an OLED monitor, I believe it's $200 off at the moment. You can go and check that out with the description down below. And as this is Black Friday, all of our favourite Black Friday picks are also listed down below. If you want to grab yourself a bargain, loads of cool PC components and stuff, don't forget to check that one out. And let us know in the comments, by the way, what your favourite deals are. If we've missed any, let us know and we can add them to the list. I was going to say new poll. I don't know if you have this in America, but in the UK, we have something called 4DX. So this is like a Cineworld thing, where it's basically like, what, your seat rumbles, doesn't it? There's wind, there's smell,
Yeah.
and there's water. I had some friends that went to go see Avatar Way of the Water, and they were like, oh, there's so much water. And it's like, it does not interest me at all. But new poll, 4DX. Are you interested? Is it good? Or is it a no-go, ridiculous suggestion? Are you for 4DX or against it? Feel free to ask more questions if you don't have a clue what it is. Yeah, what do you think?
It's
Have
not
you
the
been?
type of... I've never done it, no. I suppose it's not really something you can recreate at home either, is it, I guess?
No, it is.
You don't really want to put the fan on or, you know, turn on the sprinklers when you know, someone dives underwater.
But do you really want, like, the bad smells, you know, like the fake fart smell that they will almost certainly pump in there, you know? Like,
The fart smells.
Well, yeah. No, I'm serious. I don't know the specifics, they haven't been. But I just, you know, just no. Don't want that. No, thank you.
I guess so. I think it's worth probably doing like once.
Yeah, but then I feel like I wouldn't want to waste a film if I didn't like it. So I also went to go see The Batman in Screen X, and that was crap as well.
The Batman.
But, you know, just go to the Cineworld IMAX. That's the way. You've got 3 premium formats. IMAX is the one you want. Let's be honest. Oh,
what have you done? Have you got the right screws?
I don't know. Did the brackets come off? The brackets might actually come off. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think, yeah, they do, because they're not stupid like I am. I don't know how they come off though.
Screws?
Yeah. Maybe. Let's have a look. No, I don't think that's the one. Entertain people, Carl. This is your moment.
I was just reading the comment. Somebody said that if you want to buy a pre-built in the UK, you can either only get a 12700K or a 14700K. 13th gen is not selectable, but you can get a 12th gen.
The difference is 12th and 13th gen are actually quite different in terms of performance. So there needs to be a big price difference for it to be worth it. And there are, I think my favourite deal, or one of the favourite deals I've seen at the moment is the 12600K for about £150 or so. That's really good. That's the same sort of price as the 12400, much more performance. But yeah, in terms of per core performance, 13th and 14th gen are pretty similar, and they are a lot better than 12th gen.
Yeah. Yeah, we were saying about that earlier, wasn't we, before we went live?
Yeah. It's a good deal. I don't know how this comes out. I'm struggling there. It looks as if it should just pull out.
Maybe that's... I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, it definitely comes out really nice and easily. I thought I wouldn't need the instructions.
Oh.
I'm struggling. Ugh. I mean, all right, I'll try the old-fashioned way again. Oh. Just a pain. Honestly, it's a right pain. I've not got enough hands, not enough fingers. It's a disaster. Right. Anyway, yeah. Carl, come on, keep.
I'm being distracted. I'm just waiting for you to start shouting about how much you love radiators.
I do love radiators. They're my favourite.
Let's talk about the cable burning 4090s. Is that solved?
We were also talking about that earlier, weren't we? Because I've got a delivery from Cable Mod where I will be talking about that in more detail. But I think it kind of has been resolved, but then can it ever be truly resolved? Because I don't know. Like, how many? This is the point, right? How many failures do you need for it to be a proper failure? If that makes sense. Like, how many are just one-off issues caused by user error versus how many would determine a proper issue? And this is what this is like sort of what happened at launch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All the companies were kind of keeping a little bit quiet about it, just because they didn't really know what was going on. But I think generally speaking, as long as you're pushing these cables in, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. It's just that the initial cables weren't actually that easy to guarantee they were in properly.
Yeah.
And so the revised ones that they're doing are essentially stopping you from having power delivery if they're not plugged in properly, if they're not seated, because that's when there's a problem, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, I used the original, was like the 4-pin adapter thing on the 4090 for like my editing PC. Yeah. And did for like the last several months. Nothing caught on fire, nothing melted.
But that is the minimum you expect from your RTX 4090, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Do not catch fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pay £1 for something that was going to catch fire unless it was firewood or charcoal. I buy those, but the fire kind of comes with that. We're not, as I say, we're not saying these catch fire. I think that's the opposite of what we're saying. We're saying they absolutely should not. I think you would have heard about it as well from like the news,
like
proper news.
Yeah, like when the Samsung batteries were catching on fire.
Yeah. If it really was a widespread, really bad failure that absolutely was not caused by human error, you would know about it. But yeah, it's not something that bothers me anyway. I use these cards. I have no issues with them at all. But yeah, there we go. Sorry, I know this bit isn't very interesting now. This is the other problem with radiators. It's
just screwing it in.
Is this level before I?
Yeah, it looks level.
Looks all right.
Yeah, so let's see who we've got in the chat then. Got some questions coming in, Marcus.
Yep.
Where is it? Oh, stop moving. How do I make it stop?
I don't know. I'm no expert.
There we go. Yeah, that's a good point. Nimo Baggins says, the issue with the 4090...
Whoa, who?
Nimo Baggins.
Nimo.
Might be Nimo.
Not Nemo.
Not Nemo, there's no E.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
This is the biggest issue with the 4090 is that it's $2,000.
That'll do it. That will absolutely do it. And yeah, I've seen as well, like if 4090s, the availability is not fantastic at the moment. And so if you want a Strix white edition, it's like almost $3,000.
Yeah, we saw that earlier, didn't we?
Crazy money.
Would you spend an extra $1,000 just to have it in white?
Well, no. I don't think that is necessarily fair because the one I had linked actually turns out was out of stock. In the UK, the one that's cheapest is the one that I use, which is the PNY one. I have no issues with that card.
Is it? But it's black. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Would I pay loads more for white? No.
No.
No, I would not. Where's the image? Is this an upside downy cooler? I think it is, isn't it?
Upside down.
Yeah. Like the tubes
the picture,
on this
picture in the box doesn't show it. We've used it before.
Yeah, I'm going to go tubes down. We need some thermal paste though.
Go to the thermal paste drawer.
Yep. You know how I said why on earth is the thermal compound remover in the bedroom?
Yeah.
You know, why is it in there? It shouldn't be in there. I like how it's still in there. It didn't actually
didn't bring it back.
Out. No. So let's do our cooler. Nice amount. I think we're actually run. Oh no, there's still enough in the tube. There you go. You can't really overdo thermal paste. You can underdo it though, but I think a lot of people get worried about this, but actually just a normal amount.
Yeah.
And if you have, you know, if you're watching this thinking, well, what is a normal amount? When you do it, you'll know. Okay? Like if you put a tiny bit, you go, oh, I'll put a bit more just in case. Whereas you can't put too much on, because if you like fill the whole thing up, you won't be thinking, oh, it needs a little bit more. If you're thinking it could do with a bit more, it needs a bit more. That sounds like terrible advice, but I think Editor Carl was someone that also builds computers. Would you kind of agree that actually does make sense?
Yeah, the easiest way is, if you want, is just to always opt on like the way of caution. You know, just put a little bit more on.
Yeah,
You can have too little, but you can't have too much.
It's not as temperamental as people think. Like, I don't know if I should confess this. I mean, I'm making it sound more dramatic, it doesn't matter. But there have been a couple of times where like I've built a system, turned it on, needed to rotate the cooler around. Yeah. And I just take it off, put a little bit more thermal paste on, and just put it back.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Like, you know, it will sort itself out. You know,
you're going to end up with you just get bonus thermal paste then.
Yeah, bonus thermal paste.
That's fine.
The worst was the old gen Ryzens, where they would take the whole cooler with it when you removed them.
Yeah. I also don't like cleaning these ones.
Yeah,
like,
the Ryzen's are a bit annoying.
The new ones, because obviously there's all those little like gaps where thermal paste just kind of sits. It's just like, oh man.
Am I missing something here? Why are they giving you such tiny little screws? That's rubbish. No, it is. That's why normally you get big thumb screws, because they're easier to handle. Whereas
I suppose the screen sort of...
It's big, isn't it?
It covers up most of where the screw actually goes.
Like, this is not as easy. I mean, obviously you'd probably be doing this facing downwards, so it wouldn't be so much of an issue. Oh. So you've been working here, Carl. Well, not literally here, but you've been working with the channel now for how long? A year and a half?
About that, yeah.
Time has flown. How are you getting on?
Yeah, I'm getting on all right. I'm pretty comfortable at the moment.
You don't have to be nice, it's fine.
PC Centric is the worst. Wait.
He's the worst PC company you've ever worked for. That is true.
I guess so, because it's the only one.
Yeah.
But it's also the best.
Yeah. I make that joke all the time, but I've noticed, don't make that joke to mothers or fathers if they have one child. That they don't find it very funny when you're like, "It's the worst child you've ever had."
Yeah. He's the only child I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing good can come from that joke, so let's not do that. Right. So we're just screwing this up. We are literally screwing this up right now.
Yeah, we don't want to screw it up. Not today.
Yeah, that cooler could maybe dip down slightly, but...
What, the tubes?
Yeah, we can adjust it after, can't we? I mean, there's a lot of room in this case to build in. That's another reason I like it. I think if you are building a starter PC and you want a PC case that's easy to build in, my advice would be to go for one that's dual chamber, because it's way quicker and easier to build in those, because your components are separated. Whereas if you're building in a traditional tower, I'm not saying it's difficult, but you'll find that cable management is less forgiving, shall we say. Yeah. I like being able to get
I was literally about to say, it makes it easier that you can just reach your hand in the top.
Don't have to worry about pre-routing any cables either this time.
No, because there's no radiators in the way.
I hate radiators. Yeah, all right, no, liking this case so far, which is good. Right, that's the cooler on.
Now the fun bit, all the RGB and all the USB cables.
That was like that before I started, I promise.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. RGB or fans?
They're kind of all the same, aren't they?
Huh?
Well, they all need the fans are RGB.
Yeah, yes, I'm saying, shall I add the fans now? What did I say?
Fans or RGB.
Okay. All right.
I was like, they are RGB.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that one. We need our little junction box though, which is this.
Somebody said hello from Scotland, or as a Scottish person would say, happening. Happening? I guess what's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Oh, Scotland is one of my favourite places ever. I love Scotland. Like genuinely, I love the people. and I absolutely love the landscapes. There is nothing quite like it, really, other than Canada.
What about...
Did the Scottish and the Canadians get on? I don't know
Why do you feel like they're like similar? They've got similar vibes.
Similar landscape.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like you've got like the country below them, which everyone always talks about, and then you've got like the Canada
I
and,
see.
and the Scot.
Yeah.
They got that similar sort of.
Yeah, I see what you've done there. That makes sense. I like the classic Simpsons, where Willie's talking about people that Scottish people hate. It goes through like every country, and then it's Scots and other Scots. It's good.
Just hate everyone.
You know, I saw an advert of The Simpsons the other day, and it was like, Simpsons season 36 or whatever it is, now streaming. I was like, oh, I've gone on that long. I think it's probably time to call that one.
I suppose if it's still funny and it still works.
Well, is it though? I don't
know.
You know,
I think it probably still is.
It's just not the same like original Simpsons.
The thing is, like when you watch The Simpsons as a kid, I think like 80% of the jokes you just went straight over your head anyway.
Yeah, probably.
And then as you watch it as like an adult, you're like, oh wow, there's actually a lot of like sort of older person jokes in this that you never really noticed.
Yeah. Oh, loads of things are like that though, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose even like Disney movies are like that.
I've got into Disney movies, as you know, recently.
Yeah.
Watched Beauty and the Beast for the first time.
The original one?
Yeah. Watched Mulan for the first time. What was the other one I watched? Hercules for the first time.
I watched that the other week with Lily. She'd never seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's quite good. I forgot that... oh, who's in it? It's
yeah,
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, Mulan, yeah.
No, Hercules.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Eddie Murphy's in Mulan. He's the dragon.
Oh, he is, yeah. Is this before they were famous?
I think they were famous before.
They were, because
like,
they don't really tend to do that some more, do they?
No.
Sorry if you hate Disney, by the way. I've realised they've gone on a tangent here. Sorry, we'll talk about more PC gaming.
Oh, yeah. Thea Fox has just commented, Hercules is the best Disney film.
Yeah, well, it's good. It stands up well. I wasn't a massive fan of Mulan. Kind of like started and finished. Like there wasn't much battle going on, was it? It's like the Huns are coming.
Yeah.
And then, okay, they've come and that's it. They're all defeated instantly with one firework. It's kind of like not really sure.
One firework.
Wait, yeah, you know, it didn't have enough enough action.
I watched this the other. Someone just commented. Chris Breen just commented saying, "Puss in Boots: The Last Wish" is quite a good film.
Yeah.
I saw this the other day. It was. I think I watched it. It was like in the background, and then I ended up just watching it. I was like, oh, it's quite fun.
Underrated, you know.
Underrated.
Films these days try and be so big and clever, but people actually just want to sit down and watch something that's good, you know.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be really smart and original.
So, this is the worst part about the building a PC, isn't it?
Cable management. Yeah, but I mean, once it's done, it's done. So all I'm doing now is just obviously getting everything through the proper channels. So yeah, should be fairly easy.
I suppose do the Lian Li fans in the box, can they just plug into that same hub?
Oops. Say that again?
Do the Lian Li fans that we've got just plug into that hub as well?
So there's one hub for everything.
Oh, that's good. We don't have to get out a separate hub, separate USB cable.
I like as well these cable management bars. I think they're pretty smart. Like you can just put one like that.
Oh, you don't have to unscrew them. That's clever.
It is very clever, isn't it? Then we've got all of our cables there.
I like when cases have ideas like that. You know, it's like, it's not an expensive addition.
Yeah.
But it's just smart.
Well, I've noticed now most new cases that come out do have the front panel connection.
Yeah.
Because like every motherboard that comes out has that standard, so it makes sense. But I mean, what did motherboards used to not be like that? Do you think? You know, did they used to be in
like different locations?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe like 10 years ago or something. Maybe it's just like a standard thing now. It makes sense because it's just stupid to have it any other way.
Right, front panel is here. So many pins, it is quite intimidating when you first get a motherboard, but I assure you, it is very self-explanatory once you've sort of sat down with it. Yeah, I do remember being so intimidated when I got my first box of bits.
Yeah, there's so many things on the motherboard to plug into, and then realistically, you only plug in about 5 things.
And this was before, you know, PC Part Picker and all of that stuff. So it really was a bit more a stab in the dark compared to how it was now.
Yeah.
Didn't use YouTube or anything. Don't really remember how I worked it out. I think just like using the Intel website and stuff just to check compatibility. But I did go for, not necessarily the wrong board, but I went for like a Z67 motherboard or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Instead of the newer one. It'll be like the equivalent of going for a 690 rather than the 790 today.
Yeah.
It's not a big problem at all.
No.
But this was also before you had the proper visual BIOSes, and it was all that blue screen.
Blue and grey scary stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my first build was a, oh, what was it? I think it was a Core 2 quad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So like before the i5s.
Yeah, because I had an i5 2500K.
Yeah, I had the Core 2 quad. I think it was not the, there was a popular one, which was the Q6600. I think I had the 8200, I believe.
You went big.
I think it wasn't, I think it was just like the year later version.
Right.
But the numbers didn't match up as good as they do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Cool. So sorry, I should say we've just done our USB. We've got USB Type C and our USB 3 there. And I'm just going to do the HD audio, and of course we have done the front panel. Nice and relaxed, these live builds. There's less pressure than a normal video to get perfect, because you guys ask questions as and when, so if I miss something, you can always ask. Don't forget, this is your perfect opportunity, by the way, if you are watching this, to ask any PC-related questions. Please do. Editor Carl will read them out, and I'll be honest, the communication with LG was very loose, so I don't know how many times we need to mention the awesome sale that's currently on. If you want to save yourself some money on a LG gaming monitor, now's the time to do it. You can check it out with the links down below. Here is some B-roll from earlier. There it is. If you want to grab the OLED GR95, it's currently $200 off. Go check it out. Link is down below. I just like putting on the big voice, the big energy.
the big voice,
Yeah.
and like pushing the button, the transition into the B-roll.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we didn't have a button for B-roll, it wouldn't be as good. But because we have a B-roll button, suddenly it's very entertaining. I'm trying to work out what best place to put this front panel connection, actually. Don't forget as well, it is Black Friday. So if you do want to check out some of the sales, we've got our best picks listed down below as well, both on Amazon and Newegg. And there are some really good deals. So seriously, go check those out, because...
Yeah, we saw that RX 6700 XT for $299.
$299 for a 6700 XT. That's very good.
Yeah.
And a 6800 for what was it, like 380 or so.
It was 369.
Something like that.
Yeah,
around that mark. It's good.
RX 6800. So what was that? 7700 XT. No. Yeah, the 7700 XT performance.
If you're rocking like a, I don't know, 1070, 1060, and you want to upgrade, now is actually really is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Go check those deals out. You know, you don't have to use my affiliate links. Like genuinely, they're really good deals. Just like if you don't want to, that's totally fine. There are some fantastic deals. What are we doing now? Fans?
Fans?
Or get fans?
What about all these things?
I'll do that once the fans are in, I think.
Yeah.
So it's important to note that if you are going to use some of these fans, or any smart fans really, same with NZXT or Corsair, anything that requires a hub, you can buy cheaper individual fans, or you can buy a box that comes with the hub. That's usually a slight price premium. So you might look at it and go, I'm not saying these are, but these might be 20 quid each. And then you look at the box, and then this might be 68. And you're like, well, hang on a minute, if I'm buying 3, why is the bundle more expensive? Because it usually comes with a controller. But I don't think we need it today.
No, we've got a controller.
But we'll use what we got. These were supplied by Lian Li alongside the case. Everything you're seeing today is a review sample. Oh, Carl, what's going on over in chat? I need to have some water.
Yeah, you need a little break.
I need some lubrication.
For your
Yeah,
voice.
okay, let's stop it there.
Yeah. I was about to build a 1,600 1.6K build with a 6950 XT and an i5 13600K.
I'll be honest, I was just thinking about water. Can you repeat that?
6950 XT.
Yeah.
And an i5 13600K.
What, that's what he's looking at, or that's what he wants to buy?
That's what he's looking at building with.
I don't know how much the 6950 is. It's just, I remember when I tested those, they were quite loud. And for me personally, that would put me off. It depends. If you're using headsets all the time, it's really not a problem at all.
Yeah.
But it does, anything that uses a lot of power puts me off. Like RTX 3090, true story, NVIDIA sent a review sample out. This was a palette specific one. I put it in my system for a couple of weeks, took it out. So it was just unnecessarily loud. And the performance was similar to the 3080 Ti? Yeah, I downgraded from the 3090 Ti to the 3080 Ti just because of noise. So, you know, it bothers me, but might not bother everyone. Might not bother everyone. Point being, do cautiously look at previous generation cards that have come down in price, because if they do consume a lot of electricity, cost you money, and they could be a little bit too loud if you're like me and have sensitive ears.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing worth mentioning with the 6950 XT is obviously the power draw.
Yeah, it's big boy power draw.
It is big boy power draw.
How much is it out of interest? Can you let us know?
Well, I mean, on Amazon for £667. I'm not sure. It's obviously more than the 7800X.
It kind of sounds about right, but that doesn't strike me as like a bargain, does it?
No, there's no sort of deals on it either. I think, yeah, I can't quite remember like how it stacks up in comparison, but I just feel like I think it is good raw FPS.
Yeah.
But it also obviously is, you do have to factor in that power draw, the better power supply.
Yeah, I think Hardware Unboxed likes to recommend those, don't they? Like the older generation. But,
yeah, I swear I have seen it for like close to 550, and like at that sort of price, then it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're happy to pay a bit extra for a power supply if it's that cheap. But if it isn't...
Oh, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, of course, you'd need to buy a more expensive power supply.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it does cost you a bit of money. I think, like, if you could get a previous generation, you know, like RTX 3080 or something, it might be different, because those were lower power draw in the first place. But then the AMD cards were loud and power heavy, even versus that generation's competition. Yeah. So, you know, the RTX 4060 build that we've literally just uploaded, haven't we? It's not gone live yet. That's going live probably Sunday, Monday sort of time. Yeah. The thing that was so impressive about that was it was a completely silent system. Like, you could hear the power supply. That was about it. And when it was idling, it was crazy. It was such a good rig for noise. And that is the benefits of going for like a newer generation card. You do get better power efficiency. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it depends what you need. Yeah, you can go if you go like sort of high-end 4090. That is not very power efficient, but like the 4070 is using like less than 200 watts or something. And I think, off the top of my head, I think it's similar performance to the 6900 XT or something on the 4070. And it's using a third of the power. So. Yeah, it's significant, but then it doesn't matter to everyone. I mean, all of these graphics cards, you compare them to a gaming laptop that is power hungry, and suddenly all of them are relatively the quietest thing ever. You know? Exactly, yeah. So if you're coming from a gaming laptop, you're probably not going to care. No, yeah. Even like my fans in my PC, I'm like, in my gaming PC, I'm like, oh, these are a bit loud. But then as soon as I try and do a game on my laptop, I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing to complain about. Depends on the gaming laptop. I mean, we've got a sponsored video with Lenovo coming up, and I was really impressed with that laptop. That's what we're actually using to roll the LG B-roll there. That was really good. It was called the Lenovo Slim 5. You know, this is not sponsored mention of it. Legion 5i. Legion 5i Slim. It was really good, actually, for noise levels. Like, it wasn't silent, but I was expecting it to make more noise than it did. But then that was an RTX 4060 as well, which is obviously very power efficient. So, yeah, I don't know. Let us know in chat. I mean, how fussed are you about power efficiency for those that, have been PC gaming for a while and have, maybe used a few different cards in their time? Let us know what you think about them. Sounds like a good poll to me. What was the result of the last poll? 43% of people said yes. Oh, so okay, so more or less 50-50 then. People were for 40X. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Maybe that wasn't the best poll. I've kind of long forgotten about it. I get annoyed, it's like 40X. No, it's not for me. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Right. So what's that? That's one. So how do these... Oh, I'm confused now. So you can buy these fans individually, look, Carl, the SL Infinites.
Yeah.
And you could, they do come with a cable.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you could use that just on your motherboard and you wouldn't need a hub at all.
Yeah, that's
which
good.
is quite neat. But I imagine as soon as we open up the set...
You telling me you don't need to pay £12 extra for an extra cable?
Yeah, look, there you go. Look, as soon as you open up the set, you get the controller box. Where is my controller? Oh, it is a different controller.
No. Is it?
Yeah. It is.
Oh.
I mean, we can work with it. It's fine.
So just put that box in instead.
I'll work it out. No, because I'll work it out.
Oh, all right. No,
I'll work it
no
out.
stress.
No stress, no. You could always put the RGB on a different controller. So I'm making a right mess here now. This is the problem with fans. They just take up room.
Yeah, it's better if you've got none.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm probably supposed to speak now. Sorry. Oh, it's knackering. It's been such a busy week. I don't know.
We've got a good question here, Marcus, that
Yeah.
ties in well to yesterday's video. Which CPU do you recommend to pair with my 6700 XT?
6700. Depends. Anywhere really from a 12400. So if you're going for the budget option, I quite like it if you grab a PCI Gen 5 motherboard, like a B760 motherboard, if you can get one cheap, and then you put a 12400 in, or at the time of filming, get the 12600K because it's the same price on Black Friday discounts. Because you can then upgrade that later to like a higher end, like i7 14th gen CPU, maybe used or one in a sale once they're end of life. And then when you do upgrade your graphics card in say like 2, 3, 4 years time, if they are PCI Gen 5 cards, you'll be ready for that. If you're wanting to spend a little bit more now, then probably a Ryzen 7600 and a B650 motherboard, I'd say. Depends how much you want to spend, really. You know, it's a bit tricky because everyone always say, oh, upgrade your CPU, but obviously it's all about money. You know, not everyone can afford to spend. Carl,
What?
you gave me bum info.
Well, it's got a big hole in the back.
I think you could probably... No.
It does look...
No.
No?
Well, what?
Oh, or is it a 140 cutout?
Yeah, no. No, it's a 120.
Huh.
But you can...
Well, why is it so tall?
I don't know.
It definitely doesn't fit two.
It definitely doesn't fit two. I'm just thinking, could you maybe slide it down? Do you think you could potentially...
No, there's no other holes for it to move down.
No, this comes out. This bottom bit comes out. Look.
Oh.
So you could slide the whole thing down.
But the expansion slots can't go down, and the I/O shield.
Do you want to look it up? You can look it up in the background.
All right.
But for now, we'll just use the one fan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is a bit odd though, because it gives you loads of flexibility, so you can move this fan up and down. But actually, if you'd been able to fit 2 fans here, that would have been quite good.
The product video, it has 2 there.
Yes, you can do that. So you must have to move it down then.
Maybe the whole... Oh, maybe you have to move the whole motherboard tray, unscrew that.
The motherboard. Yeah, that's it. The motherboard tray. The motherboard tray can be moved. So if you did want to put 2 fans in, you can move the motherboard. Yeah.
And then
you move the motherboard tray down like that, and then this comes out, goes at the top.
Yeah.
And then you can fit 2 fans in if you want to go down that route.
Yeah.
We won't do that because, frankly, we don't need to. But yes, that's the main problem.
I think 7 fans should be enough.
Should be enough. That's the main issue you might have with a completely glass top. You obviously don't want heat to build up here. So if you've got 2 fans, then obviously that would chuck it out the back. But because we have an exhaust here, I don't think it's too much of an issue. I'm not worried. We've got lovely intake, exhaust and exhaust. So I think it should be fine.
Yeah. I think the X3D with a 360mm radiator is overkill anyway, so I think we're going to be...
I'd be amazed if we had issues with thermals.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah. And you've got 3 fans directly going into the 4090.
4090. Love a 4090. We've gone full overkill as well.
Yeah.
We've gone big time overkill. Because we've got the 4090 Master, which is like the biggest GPU ever. Biggest one I've seen. Is there one bigger than the 4090 Master? Do you think?
not sure. I've not seen one bigger.
I know the Aero's pretty big as well, the Gigabyte Aero.
Because they've got obviously like the more expensive ones, but then they all, after that, they all start having radiators built into them, and they're, if anything, a little bit smaller physically, because obviously you've got the cooling elsewhere.
Yeah. Do you think that, you know, that NVIDIA were going to launch that 600-watt GPU? I think they must have done. But then they probably... You know what's so pathetic? I reckon, this is pure speculation, don't sue. I reckon they realised that AMD didn't have anything close to the 4090 and just left the 4090 as the top one, so that when they release the next generation, it looks even better in terms of performance. If I was going to put my tinfoil hat on...
Yeah, they've already done... They can basically just chill for like the next 2 years and be like, yeah, we've already got the next product ready. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, they've got potentially... I mean, what are the rumours saying about 4090 Super?
I don't think there is a... I think it's the others. I don't think there's a...
That's what I mean. So there is no 4090 Super.
RTX 4080 Super, 4070 Super. Yeah, a lot of the ones are like everything else. 4090 Ti will never be released, apparently. Yeah. According to rumours.
Well, if they don't need to release it and they can charge top bucks for the one they've got, from a business point of view, why would you?
Yeah, exactly. If anything, they could probably just bump up the price of the 4090.
Don't start saying stuff like this.
Well, we don't want them to, but they...
Sounds like you do. What do you do? Work for them?
I want NVIDIA to charge more money.
Yeah. All your NVIDIA shares. What was you holding? 2 mil? 3 billion? For legal, I think Carl doesn't have any.
I do not have any shares in NVIDIA. If I did, I'd be a very happy boy. Yeah,
true. I wanted, I said to my granddad, like many years ago, about NVIDIA shares, and he was like, no, I'm going to stick with my, I don't know what he's got, like, you know, utility companies, and I think they've just all gone down.
I did a job for a guy once when I was an electrician, and the guy had shares in Greggs.
Haven't they got like a master company, Greggs, or is it actually Greggs?
I think it's just Greggs.
Oh, okay. Who's Greg? That's the Americans thinking. Who's Greg?
Who's Greg? It's got shares in Greg. And he said he bought them like 10 years ago.
Right.
For like a couple £100, and he's like, he's really northern as well. He's like, they're worth about £6.5 grand now. I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah. Well, your parents are kind of northern, aren't they?
Yeah, they're northern as well.
So you didn't quite pick up on the accent, did you?
No, I was born in the south, but I was raised.
Yeah, I like it.
I was raised in the Royal Navy.
Again, not doing much for the Americans there. That's
no,
English
English
memes. Memes. English memes.
It's a bit like when have you ever watched like an American comedy and then they make references to other programs and you stop shaking your head.
I know what you're talking about.
They make references that's like
funny
for everyone, and you're just like, huh?
What are you on about?
I don't get it.
That's why I like having this channel, because I feel like it's revenge for all those times that we have to watch the American TV programs and don't get it.
Yeah.
What was it someone said the other day? Someone commented on yesterday's video. They said, look, Americans, like, you know, we're not stupid, but what's a quid? It's like, that's a pound. What's a quid?
What's a quid?
Yeah, it's only 100 quid, isn't it?
It's only 100 quid.
100 quid's a lot of money.
Oh, Rivstar's grilling me in the subtle grill in the chat. He said, you don't want to buy SATA SSDs, you want the NVMe ones these days.
Yeah, you're getting told off.
Well, it was more money to buy an 8 terabyte. They're like £800. Or you could buy 2 4 terabytes, which was the same price as a 8 terabyte SATA one.
Yeah.
It's for mass storage, it's fine.
For the, I mean, versus a hard drive, it's a lot better. So.
Oh, yeah.
But you're being schooled, are you?
Yeah. I would rather have had an NVMe one.
Oh, it's fallen down. Well, this isn't magnetic enough. What's going on?
I don't think it is magnetic.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's got sticky on it.
Not magnetic enough.
Most of the sticky came off when I peeled it off.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's the new one.
I don't think the new one has any sticky on it, does it?
I've put some on. It's just a pain. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a second. I must confess, this is why I get annoyed about these on the live streams, because it's so much like brain power just to put fans in. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, it's hard to do everything all at once, and it's like, oh, I'm just putting some fans in. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, is it?
Like when you do a build video, it's just like, I don't have to do anything. I can just put them on. I know it's going to get cut out.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. It's just silence, and you just cut ahead.
It's like, right, now screw the fans in, cut all the way till all 3 fans are screwed in.
That is the best bit. Next step, you just need to grab your screwdriver and screw in the fans. Next.
Then just plug them in.
Doesn't do that, yeah. Sometimes I just put like LBC radio on as well, and just listen to like people moaning at stuff for half an hour, rather than getting angry about radiators. That's how I chill out these days. Know the what do you call it? Jingles off by heart now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does LBC have adverts?
They do.
Like national adverts and stuff.
Yeah, have you not heard downstairs? They had.
We had like the Tesco
Ashford
mobile.
Design Outlet.
Yeah.
And it's like,
the Tesco mobile.
I know we're in Kent, but I mean, come on. Local ads.
How much does this PC cost? I guess we could do a rough estimate.
We're looking at the moment probably.
I would say 3,500.
Well, the 4090, if you buy it at the time of film, was like £2,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of dough.
It's had like a gentle price. Oh no, you can get one for 1,769.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to look good though. When I put that GPU in, it's going to look good.
Oh look, there's a white RTX 4090 here for 1,799.
Oh, it's all right. That's pounds. You should clarify.
Oh yeah, 1,800 pounds.
Pounds?
1,800 quid.
That's heavy. That was the worst American accent I've ever done.
I'm on a $1,300 budget, and I need help to see if I can get the 12700 KF and the RTX 3060 12 gig. That's I wouldn't recommend spending more on your CPU than your GPU.
No.
That wouldn't.
I was thinking about fan cables again, so I didn't actually hear the question, so I'll let you answer that one.
Yeah, i7 12700K and an RTX 3060.
Oh, I can't see.
I think if you're going to get an RTX 3060, you can get a much cheaper processor if you want
Oh,
to.
yeah, definitely. That's what the video was about yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Go watch the video yesterday where I not only explain it, but I literally give all of the combinations.
Yeah, watch yesterday's video, Lalio Cat.
Does this go on? What?
What have you done?
Oh no, because it does have to go this. Oh, am I going to have a cable this
Oh,
size?
you've put it on the wrong end.
I wouldn't say I've.
You're going to see it through the glass.
You are helping me massively, aren't you? No, because you can go under.
All right.
I don't actually know.
Can you?
No. That's not.
That's the wrong cable.
That's not
wrong end.
Wrong end.
There you
No,
go.
that'll be all right.
Wrap it round. They'll be fine.
That'll be fine. No panicking. This is a 1080p stream car. It's not. If it was 4K, it'd be different. No one's gonna know.
No one can see. You just leave the peel on the glass as well. Keeps it a little bit more blurry.
Got some. What's it called on the lens? Vaseline. Vaseline on the lens. It's everything sorted. A bit annoyed about this cable. I guess I could raise that up potentially. Every time I say that, I'd think of the song. Let's be honest.
You raise
No,
me.
I'm not allowed to sing.
Copyright.
Do you remember the infamous one when that kid got done for doing the Halo theme? That was.
Did he?
YouTube at its lowest point. Unbelievable.
Oh,
Go on, who's in chat? Come on, look. Leave a comment now. Carl will shout you out.
Shout out.
Do you remember when James Corden, when he did Shout? Not the best song.
No.
The England song.
That's it. Rivstar's here. Carl reads the chat while PC Centric builds.
Fumbles, I would say.
So basically, if your chat's not good enough, then it doesn't get read out. Harsh but true.
Define good enough then. What do people need to do to be good enough to get read out? I think it's
to
more,
be honest,
it's got to be.
It's quite varied.
it's got to be beneficial to everyone, doesn't it? Like, if it's a really obscure question, you know, then I feel like unless Carl really... This is what they were saying on LBC the other day, right? And it's so true when you think about it. This is very odd now. You know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go. Basically, I was just going to say, you'll notice that when they get people to comment on stories, there's always a couple of people that are like the dregs. Like, if you can't get anyone else to comment, there's like an emergency button on the wall, and it's like only call in case of emergency, and then they get them on the live stream to comment. Is that what you're saying? Some of the comments are like only read out if they are if there's literally nothing else to read out.
Sometimes, yeah. But
What
then
would
sometimes
an example then be of one of these comments that we should avoid?
There's a comment here that I'm drawn to, which I just think, you know, it's just a polite, nice thing to say.
Yeah.
Manuel Meyer has literally just put, nice haircut.
Who?
Well, obviously you. We can't see
that was a genuine question. I don't think he's being genuine because I do need to go and get my hair cut.
Maybe it was.
I think that was said.
Maybe it was sarcasm.
Yeah, in a sarcastic manner.
So, all right, redacted.
Well, I don't know. He might be serious, but yeah, I am looking to get it cut. True story. I would have got it cut, but I had to do work, so you guys had some content. So you are the reason my hair looks like that. That's not actually a lie.
It's all your fault. IUV from South Africa. They're building their first PC thanks to your videos.
Yeah, boy. That's what we like to hear.
What else have we got? Does Marcus love LBC more than his future wife?
Is this Thea? By any chance?
It might have been.
I do listen to LBC more than I do Thea. I'm not sure whether that's in terms of quantity or attention.
PC Centric calls all his viewers dregs.
No. In the sense of...
Oh, dear.
I mean, I'm still, if you get like some comment that's got like no relevance to anything whatsoever, I see him as well. Well, we need an example now, otherwise it does sound quite insulting.
I'll have to find one that's like a bad question.
Yeah, just like really. I'll give you an example. It would be like, oh, so I've currently got a i3 5400, and I'm looking at getting a used.
i9 4680.
Yeah, is this a good deal? It's like, I don't even have time to look it up. I'm sorry, we can't. We are limited.
It's like, I don't know what you mean. Which CPU? It sounds made up.
Yeah, but yeah, probably shouldn't refer to people as dregs. And I wasn't referring to people. I was talking about the comments as dregs. Like, come on, let's get this right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you get your dregs and you plug them in to your Lian Li Unifan controller.
What are your thoughts on the Height Y70 Touch? Well, we've done a video on it.
What's it being used for right now, Carl?
Currently, it makes a great prop for putting a monitor on top of.
Yeah, it's our monitor, so we can see, is there, and the finished Height Y70 Touch build is there, and it's doing a very good job.
Yep, it's got an LG monitor sat on top of it.
An LG monitor, you say? LG are actually the proud sponsors of today's stream. If you want to save yourself a load of money on an LG gaming monitor, then you can check them out. I mean, we've got one that you can see now. This is an OLED gaming monitor, $200 off. We reviewed it earlier on the channel. It was fantastic, 240 hertz. It was, yeah, really, really good 1440p monitor, fantastic for gaming. Check it out with the link in the description. And if you do want to check out any of the Black Friday deals, we've done the work for you. We've scoured out loads of Black Friday deals across a whole bunch of websites and sellers. You can find them. Link is down below. Hard work taken care of for you. But back to the build.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah,
there you go. You're learning, Carl. Yeah,
it wasn't even like... That wasn't even intentional, but we got it in there. We don't even know how often we're meant to plug this monitor, or any monitor.
No, do you know what the email that said to me when I said, oh, we could... Basically, LG reached out and said, oh, we've got this deal that's going on the monitors. Is there a way we can work with you? And I said, oh, we can do a live stream. And the email basically said, yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Yep.
And that's it, end off.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Yep, we got sent those links through, and here we are. So... I don't know. Maybe they're laughing. Maybe we needed to do like 10 seconds.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Or maybe it was meant to be an entire live stream all about the monitor.
Yeah, we'll never know. Well, we will find out.
We'll find out when they watch this.
Oh, that's big boy. That's not going to fit. Okay.
So these are the kind of good comments that I like to see. James Blessed has written.
The good comments.
Carl is clearly the MVP of this channel. So, you know, they're the kind of comments we like to see.
Anything that so much as insults Carl.
No, praises
it results
me.
in a ban.
He said, I'm the MVP.
Yeah, you know what MVP stands for?
Most valuable player.
No. Most... Most...
I'm waiting for you to work it out.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I can think of something really insulting.
We'll just leave it at the most valuable player then.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I win that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Colin Chang said, when will Carl be making his first camera appearance? And
Ooh.
TJ Adams has already replied.
750, wasn't it?
750. Carl goes on screen at 750k subs. So
exactly. Like if it's 3 a.m. and he's in bed,
yep,
chuck a bucket of water on him, and it's like, you're on.
Instantly live. Hello.
Yeah, no swearing, I'll say. Power supply we're using is from Corsair. This is an HX12. Honestly, what's wrong with me? Look what I'm doing.
Oh my word.
Oh,
that would be an interesting way to plug the cables in.
I need to go to bed. You know when you know something looks not quite right as well? We didn't even need to take the hard drive cages out. I thought we were using that shift, but we're clearly not.
No, we decided against that one in the end.
Yeah, I do have access to all of the cables around this other side, so that's why I'm plugging it in first now.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
We like to see it.
I've got 27 minutes, Marcus. Will you be done in 27 minutes?
You know what? It's actually possible, I think. Like, genuinely, I think it's doable.
You reckon? What's left to go? The power supply, all of the cables, and a GPU.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. It'll be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so look, that's our... Look, all right, we're up the ante now. Like.
So if you just clap your hands, and then... There you go, done.
All right, Carl, if you just skip ahead 20 minutes. Oh, right, okay, we'll do GPU now. Because we're ready for it, I think. Which is cool. I mean, this has been a really easy case to work in. It's just slightly time-consuming because we're using a radiator, which takes time, and then adding in extra fans. But the process has been super slick so far, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Especially just being able to have access to everything over the top is always nice.
It's just so much easier and better for your overall welfare to have fans that interlock.
It is.
Right, here is our massive GPU. Look at the size of it.
Ooh.
Look at the size of this. Look, overhead. Oh. This is our Aorus 4090 Master. If you want the most overkill GPU, I think it's fair to say this is it. Not just because it's a 4090, but because it's literally the biggest thing ever. I mean, look at the PCIe slot.
It's so far away.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, this should just slot in nice and easily. Look.
GPU.
Oh, right, that's taken up some room.
That's a saggy boy.
Yeah, they do give you a seg bracket, I think, in the box, but I never use it.
Because it's still in the box.
Because laser, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a slightly saggy boy, actually. Soggy boy.
Soggy boy?
Yeah. Netflix recommendation for people watching, by the way. It's only like half an hour long. What's it called? Like The Wonderful or The Incredible Story of Henry Sugar. Have you watched that?
Oh, I see. That's
it's good. It was good. Watched that last night.
Yeah, it's like
short.
It's a film. A
Wes
short
Anderson.
film. Yeah, yeah. And it's got like Benedict Cumberbatch in.
Yeah. Oh, got Dusty Boy.
Oh, it is Dusty Boy actually, isn't it? It's not been used in a while.
I don't think there are many 4090s that look like that. There we go. Oh, I'm trying to get rid of dust. That's not dust. It's design. Right. Okay, that's our GPU in. Happy with that. We also have a cable kit. We're using Corsair's custom cables. Look, here they are. You do have to be careful though, because if you go for the newest Corsair power supply, so the Shift, these won't work because they've changed the cable type. But we're also using a 12-volt high power connection that I'm opening so swiftly, so elegantly, that's the word I'm looking for. But this is actually a red and black one. I don't think it will really matter, but obviously the cables we're using are red, not red and black. So I'm sure there will be some people in the comments that will go, oh, PC Centric, why are you using the wrong cables? Because I don't think you could actually get an all red one, at least at the time I got hold of this. So yeah, looks nice though.
Is that 4090 got a dent in it?
Where?
Like the top. It's like curved.
That?
No, to the right, like the metal.
Where am I looking?
I'll tell you, you might have to stand over here.
A dent.
You see it? Like the back plate, it's like curved. On the right hand side. You see it?
Maybe. That's probably just where I been using it, to be honest.
Just where you grabbed it?
No.
Whoops.
I've probably used it in B-roll.
Oh, there you go.
And so I've probably in B-roll probably put another card on top of it or something.
It's fine. It's fixed.
Did you notice, or did the comments?
I noticed it, yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe the comments might have noticed. But...
Cole, it's time for your review.
Of?
And do be honest, if you haven't used it, tell us why. Do you recall we said in our top tech video under 100?
I have been using the Delta Hub Carbio 2.0.
To those that don't know what is that?
It is a wrist rest for your mouse / wrist.
For your hand.
It's a wrist
The
rest.
mouse doesn't get any benefit out of your nice, safe wrist. Yeah, and how have you got on with it then? Because do you remember you were going to update us, weren't you?
I did. I've been using it, and I find because I'm odd and I wear my watch on the right hand side,
right,
I find that it gets in the way of my watch and it's rather annoying.
Okay.
But if I don't have the watch on, it's quite, it works really well. It's nice and smooth. It does slide quite easily.
It's not. I just think it's not
I
it wasn't the best for gaming mice, but for like productivity.
Yeah, I was using it with like the MX Master.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's quite good for that, isn't it?
I feel like I did use it for a bit, and I was like, this feels quite nice. But then I also felt like I'm going out of my way to use it, as opposed to, like a normal wrist rest for a keyboard. It's just there. It just feels normal and natural.
Yeah. They've only given you one of these things. That's really quite annoying.
One cable comb.
Yeah. So if you put it there, which is where I'd normally want it, it didn't bunch it up enough at the bottom. It's a bit of a shame.
Oh look, Daddy has joined the stream.
Daddy. Yeah.
Yep.
That's all you get.
Yep. Daddy is cool.
Daddy is very cool.
Daddy can see it from here, he said.
Oh! That's heavier than I thought it was going to be. It looks light.
I thought you dropped it.
No, you'd know that. What was it that happened in the last live stream? That was hilarious. Where something fell off the table.
Oh yeah, and then the live stream went black.
It hit the fade to black button. So all you heard was like a, oh no! And then it did that. Which was quite amusing. Oh. Right. So this, I was just going to sort of whack here somewhere.
Yeah, gravity can hold that.
Because it doesn't stick on here. This is obviously where you'd want it, but it doesn't stick on there.
Is that because there's too many holes there?
That's the one, yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, that's like a splitter, look.
Don't forget, you need all these.
Yeah. You don't you worry, son. I got it. Well, no, stop.
But that's just for the cooler.
Just wait. I'll do it all later. I wanted to do...
You got excited and put the 4090 in.
I did.
Even though you've got loads of cables to put in.
There's enough room. It's all good. We're going to do our cables now. Look, here we go. It's happy days. Oh, I've even got... This is like a double kit. I'm not doing these, but they don't come with a set. But you can buy these cable extensions as well for your I/O, which is quite nice. So I've combined them together, but those aren't standard as part of the kit. Oh, burpee, Marcus. Sorry, what did I say?
Yeah, I've only just noticed the cables are different.
What?
You got red and black ones and just all
I
red
just
ones.
said that.
I know.
I said it on the stream.
I know you said it earlier. I was just a bit like, what's he on about? And then now I see the other one.
What's he on about?
What's he on about?
What's he
It's red and black.
What's she talking about?
What's he talking about? It's red and black.
Yep.
What cooler setup are you using?
What do you mean? Oh, this is a Galahad.
Galahad 2 LCD.
With
The link is in the
SL.
description.
There are a few too many SKUs, if I'm honest. That would be the only problem. And it's not really a problem, it's good actually, but it just makes my life more difficult because you've got to be more specific. Yeah, this is the SL-INF Galahad 2 360.
Performance.
Yeah, can you buy performance, normal RGB, I think, and then SL-INF. So that's what I mean. They've got quite a few.
Who is this PC for? Asks the Jamming Cat.
The floor?
The floor. I'll give you. I need like a behind the scenes camera because there is currently.
Stop. Don't insult my floor space. What's it ever done to you?
I'm going to count how many PCs are in here.
And the bin. You said there's a PC case that's got a bit too close to the bin.
It's literally covered by rubbish by the bin. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 built / half-built PCs on the floor. 7.
But that's because we've been building them rather than taking them apart.
That is the problem. That is what happens.
So, yeah. We normally just take them apart as soon as we can. But the problem is, basically, I just haven't had time to take them apart. So, you know. And the storage space we use for cases is full. So we've got a problem. We just need to get rid of a load of cases, and they're not the easiest things to get rid of. Whereas the rest of the parts just sort of get taken apart and then just go back into storage until we need them again. It's usually quite a slick process, but Christmas every year is quite good because it forces me to clear everything out. This has 2. Look, this has 2 power connections on it.
Does one provide power for the fans and one for the LCD?
I don't know. That's for the uni fans. Is
that not the LCD one?
I guess it's just to do. No, I guess it's just more power. You know how Corsair's one.
More power.
Corsair's one is a.
It uses a 6-pin, doesn't it? Or
yeah, it uses PCIe. So I guess that's their way around it. And to be fair, you are almost certainly going to have a free SATA. So I suppose that doesn't really matter, does it?
Oh, I'm hoping there's going to be a couple
that didn't sound good. What was that?
Does power efficiency matter for your gaming PC?
We were talking about this earlier, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got a poll running.
Oh.
I was just reading out the poll title.
Oh, I thought you were like introducing a new concept to the chat.
No, we're currently at 718 votes. Need
that's
more
quite a lot of votes.
votes.
Get your votes in.
Get your votes in. I want it to be 1% higher on the yes.
What, one way or the other? Oh, no, on the yes.
Yeah, because it's currently at 68%.
Oh, I see. And you just want like a slight giggle or smile.
Yeah, it'd be a funny number if it's 1% higher. Imagine if people keep clicking yes, it's going to ruin it and make it like 70% for me.
You know what it's probably not my favourite, but one of my favourite videos on YouTube is. It's the Futurama video where it's the neutrality people or bots, where it has the same, always has the exact same amount of comments or likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
So everything is neutral. Like the internet is great sometimes. Right, that's those cables plugged in. Cool. Like to see it. What's that for? That's for some fans, isn't it? What's sync 4? I don't know what sync 4 is. There's too many cables here. I thought you'd be able to run them all off one.
I need to end the poll immediately.
Why? You've gone too far. You ever done it?
No. It just went down. I was just about to change it. There we go. End poll. End poll. So guess what the results are in?
Yeah.
69%. Wait. What? No.
It's
changed to 68% in the time I clicked end poll.
That's a real shame.
No.
You've upset him. Look what you've done now.
And now we only have 99% of votes somehow. There's a lost 1%.
Oh. Have we had any super chats today? No super chats.
No super chats.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fine. It makes your payslip easier, Carl.
Oh man, no super chats.
Plug that in. Yes, there we go. Type 4. See, if I wasn't having to kind of rush this a little bit now, I would be enjoying myself because it is so easy to channel everything in this case. It's getting a big recommendation from me so far. I haven't really spoken too much about it because we've been distracted by Cineworld 4DX and LVC. But what we've built with so far has been pretty cool.
Would it not have been easier to put those cables in before putting the power supply?
I thought that, but I didn't want to look
it's so
stupid on
big.
the screen on the stream.
Well, you'd already put it in the wrong way round once.
Yeah, exactly. Doing a mistake once is like an honest mistake. Doing it multiple times is unacceptable. I also shouldn't have taken the hard drive cages out because then these could have just
sat in there.
There you go. That's all right.
Look, it's completed.
Done, mate.
Oh, they were the 14 cables for the cooler.
Right. So what's this one for? This is, you're saying this is the cooler. Is
That
it?
plugs into the box.
Yeah.
I think it's like the bottom of it where you've strapped it down.
I really.
Good job. They just come off nice and easily. Eh?
Yeah. God, in you go. No, other way maybe. Yeah, maybe no. I can't see. Oh, I can't see. Give me a flashlight. Give me a flash.
Flashlight.
I've got 10 minutes. Well, 13.
13 minutes.
Oh, there's two. Is that even the right one? There's two places this can go, which doesn't help me. Is that it? No.
We have a super chat from Alchemist.
Super chat.
Is a £2 super chat. It says Mars bar for Carl. Eat well.
Yeah, boy. There you go.
Mars bars are £2. I don't believe you. I could get.
No, because YouTube take their cut with the super chat.
Yeah.
And we didn't factor that in. We've been paying you too much, Carl. You've been eating too well.
I can afford to get a whole Mars bar. Thank you. Darth Raider is also here with the super chat.
Darth Raider with the super chat. Is that good?
I guess so. They donated $4.99. And they've asked, thoughts on the MSI 4090 liquid cooled card?
I think that's good. Unnecessary, but good. It would be slightly quieter, but the PNY one I've got that's way cheaper, to be honest, is pretty quiet anyway. So don't feel obliged to go for that one, but I would certainly love to have a card like that myself. One of my good friends had a 30, no it wasn't, it was a 1080 MSI liquid cooled one, and he loved that. He had that for ages. Really, really big fan, didn't want to get rid of it because it was so cool and quiet. So yeah, do like those ones.
Oh.
No.
Just get a quick cough. Those floorboards are creaking again, clearly.
That's right.
Yep.
Just
I got to hear that again on the live stream in my ears.
I might not bother plugging in all the USB stuff because we're not
going to control
see it anyway.
All that matters is fan speed and power.
That's a fan. Yeah, that's a fan speed.
I think because it was wrapped up, it wasn't used.
Micro USB is a bit annoying as well. I've got to be honest. Like you think it should be USB-C by now.
There is a USB-C one there.
Where?
There.
Ah, what does that plug into?
The actual head of the CPU cord. Is it? Maybe. I don't know.
My trousers are coming apart.
It was in there.
I've got like
your trousers.
Yeah, there is. You're right.
Nuisance commented saying, "Better out than in, lol." Classic.
That would usually get cut out of the video.
Usually, he saves that part for me.
Could have been worse. Could have done that during the LG ad section. This video
playing the B-roll to cover it up.
It's sponsored by. Okay, so that's where I'm with the USBs. Right. I don't know how informative this stream has been. I'm really sorry, guys, if this hasn't been detailed enough.
This is extremely informative.
I've been doing my best. Right, the good news is I think this is the last cable.
There's another cable this side still.
No.
Well, there's two this side.
Where?
Yeah.
What, not plugged in?
Yeah.
Where? This?
Yeah, and they're the USB.
All right, this is almost the last cable.
Go.
There's just so much room. This is the thing. If you did put two fans down the bottom, you'd lose all of this room down the bottom. I like how easy it is to
Well, you know
just
about put two fans at the bottom.
Like to get my hand through here.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, if you moved the whole motherboard tray down.
Yeah, if you move the motherboard tray down, it's going to be fine building the first time. But if you're like me now and you've got your graphics card plugged in...
Maybe should have waited for the graphics card.
Yeah. Premature. No one likes that.
Nobody likes that. Perpetual motion. That's a random comment. This is the type of stuff.
There you go. We've got one. What did I say? It dirge.
Dirge. Dregs. Dirge.
What's the dirge? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, dregs.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice comment. Mike is here. Mike Langner.
Yeah.
No, Langer, sorry. Hello from Indiana, USA.
Hello.
Oh, look, and someone else is also from Indiana. Silex96. I don't even know where Indiana is, I'm not going to lie.
Indiana. I know that off of the racing.
Could you tell me on a map where it is?
Indiana, I'm going to say it's on the west coast. Not the west coast, sorry. Not the west coast, but it's the west side.
No, it's east side.
Is it?
Yeah.
What state is it? Indiana.
Is Indiana a state? It's hard to know, isn't it? I imagine American people don't really care about counties in England, so.
I don't know. Have you seen Map Men? Map Men's good. And they talk about English counties. It's
is that on TikTok?
No, well, might be, but it's on.
I've seen like the shorts or the videos on TikTok of them.
Map Men. Why is this?
Yeah, Indiana's east side. It's north of Kentucky.
I'm in. Right, we're in. We're in. That's it. That actually is it.
Oh, we have a super chat.
Super chat.
It's from It's FMG.
FMG.
For a streaming gaming build, do you think the Vision can handle it with the 7800X3D?
What do you mean? What do you mean can it handle it?
Can it handle it, or do you think they'll have temperature problems?
We've got a 4090 in here.
We've got a 7800X3D and a 4090 in this thing. We're happy.
We're good. Yeah. I don't think you have any issues with this.
No issues.
No issues. As long as you've got enough fans on it, that's the key criteria there.
Yeah, and to be honest, a lot of like the new big boy GPUs barely need much extra cooling.
No, because they're so overcooled, which is great to see because they run quieter.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas the old days, you'd have these thin cards and they were not always sufficient. I do not like the fact, though, that this Corsair cable doesn't have two tidies on it, because this is just like going all over the place underneath now. It's really quite annoying. All right. Don't worry, you get to see this in a second. I promise. It's like the big reveal.
The big reveal. They've just been staring at the back of the case for the past 20 minutes.
Be worth it.
Oh, look at that. It's the hinge door. Oh, is it magnets?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, we're ready.
Shall I put the top on as well first? So you
get
full...
I guess full glass effect.
You can also take... Oh, no, that is already out. I was going to say you can take the side piece out.
Wrong way around.
Yeah, all right.
Got those pegs to line it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they work.
Nice and easy, yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mama. Only thing I will say is I think because you've got the glass at the top and there's more light coming in, you can see these cables at the top a bit more.
Oh, big super chat just come in.
Are you guys ready?
Wait.
For the reveal?
Wait.
No, super chat can wait.
No, we've got to build the hype.
No, you got 6 minutes, Carl.
But
we need to get this turned on.
Right.
We'll do it. I
you
promise.
Go first.
Ready. Oh, it's heavy again.
That was not very elegant.
No, because it was really had got heavy now. There we go.
Way.
Looking all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that cable does look a bit meh, doesn't it?
It's just...
Why is there not, like you say, it just needs like a couple more combs?
Yeah, that's it. Just needs... Yeah, I'm sure you can buy third-party ones, but like, come on. Maybe you do get extra combs in the back.
But you throw it on the floor.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
Good though.
It does look good.
You see what I mean though? You can see these cables a bit more at the top.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
But other than that,
the radiator would cover that up.
Looking pretty good. This is looking pretty mean, isn't it? Maybe move this down a little bit as well, ever so slightly. But yeah, should we get it turned on?
Yeah. Now is it time for the super chat?
Yeah, boys! Super chat. Super chat. It's time for super chat.
It's Bauchi.
Yeah?
Maybe it's Bochi. I'm not quite sure.
Bauchi.
They've put important question.
Yep.
What cable do you recommend for the 4090? I don't want mine to melt.
Oh, I mean, I've just got hold of the new cable mod ones. The main thing is that they're plugged in properly.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Like,
Just
it's not
make
only
sure
is it
you
clipped,
plug it in all of the way.
Yeah.
And then you can't really go wrong.
Because the better cables just have more tolerance for failure, I believe.
I always forget how enormous the power cable is for that 1600 watt power supply.
It's a big one, isn't it?
Big chungus.
Big chungus. Right. We need our HDMI feed because we don't need that camera anymore. That random cable that appeared in the video yesterday. It's because I did this, I'm sorry.
I was just like, I don't know how that got there.
Cool.
All right, there we go.
Here we go. I mean, it's more just about actually seeing it, isn't it? Right, where's the button? Are we ready? And where's the button?
PC Centric #1 fan is back in chat.
Wait, oh, it's here.
Spamming.
Oh, it does work. There we go.
That's not really a good sign.
What?
Well, one fan's lit up, one spins.
Yeah, that's all right.
What about the ones on the side?
Well, they're interlocked together, so 3. Oh, hold on, picture in picture. The suspense is killing me.
Oh, they're all going now.
Yeah, see, it's just working. It's just working out. Don't you worry.
What are the fans at the bottom lit up?
Oh, don't forget as well. This is this might not work because the BIOS. This is an original board, and this is an X3D chip.
Or it might take forever because it's also. What is that on the side of the Aorus card?
We'll see. Yeah, you have a little LCD screen on the side of that. Look, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
There it is. Oh, I can see on here whether it turns on or not. We'll let it think about it, but I have a feeling this is going to need a BIOS update.
Rivstar said you guys have actually built it on time for once.
No, because the BIOS update. Oh, we got a white light, and it got green light. Green is good.
Oh, Lian Li's on the cooler.
Lian Li, hey! There it is.
Whoa!
There it is. Yes! No RGB though.
No RGB though.
Which is a bit disappointing.
That is the key part of this case, I feel.
Although, no, wait, we do have some RGB. There it actually is. You can't. How well can you see that?
Yeah, but it's meant to be lighting up on the side.
No, that's it. That's it. That's all you get.
They're infinity fans, and they're
and the sides. Yeah, they just need the software to be installed, don't they?
Oh,
that's the thing. I mean, if you've got 5 minutes, I can probably do this in 5 minutes. Do you actually not have 5 minutes?
Yeah, I probably have 5 minutes.
All right, so you are leaving at 5 past.
Yes.
So that's 5.5 minutes. Right, I'll be quick. I'll be quick. Right, go.
Go.
Take over, Carl.
What am I doing? Oh,
Talk.
what? I'm distracting.
Stop gassing.
Where's these dregs, as you call them?
No, I didn't. I did. No. Don't make me look bad. I don't need help with that. Where's the keyboard and mouse?
I don't know. It's probably buried under the 7 PCs in this room. What's going on? You got to press the button.
Yeah, I need a keyboard.
There's a keyboard there.
What, the Logitech one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's good.
And then I've not seen a mouse for a while. Oh, there's loads here.
Actually, we'll go to 1. No, it's all right. We're going to go here. We'll stick with that. What does it say? Press Y. Yeah, Y is good.
600 likes before the end of the video.
This is probably a great time, by the way, to say, don't forget it's Black Friday deals day. And if you are looking to pick up some new Black Friday deals, then LG have you covered. The sponsor of today's stream, they are actually having $200 off right now on the GR95 OLED monitor. In my defense, Carl, right? In my defense, their monitor used to be like the GP, like 950. I could remember that. And then it was the GQ.
Yep.
And now they've gone off to GR95. It's a bit unusual. But yes, they are on sale at the moment. Links to them are down below. If you want to grab yourself a new gaming monitor, no better way to do it with an LG. Thank you, LG, for sponsoring this stream. It is much appreciated. And don't forget that it is, as I say, Black Friday, so all of our favourite deals over on Amazon and Newegg are also listed down below. If you do want to grab yourself a bargain, there are some really good things to find, so go have a look. Right, okay, motherboard. You see what I did there? I killed some time. There we go. We are set up and ready to go. It's found everything. We can say yes. We're in our BIOS. Expo we could turn on. Where's the mouse, Carl? Razer.
I don't know.
Razer.
It was...
If only I was organised.
Here it is. It's behind this box of fans.
Why would it be anywhere else? Okay, so look, we can go over here.
Hidden in plain sight.
To Expo. This is our memory profile. We can turn this on. So this is actually the 5600 megahertz kit, not the 6000. I would go for the 6000.
We should put a little sticker on it so we remember.
I like this PC though. It looks really slick, doesn't it? I mean, should we put the side panel on as well? Really like complete it.
I feel like it's not really complete until the fans light up.
I liked how easy it was to build in as well. This is the key thing. We can do ourselves a little peel. Do it full screen like peel.
Full screen peel.
That was actually a really good peel.
That was a very loud peel.
It was risque. Oh, there's also still some on the other side.
Oh, no.
But yeah, all glass. It's very unusual, isn't it? Very unusual. Tough gaming. So there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this camera. I'm going to press this button.
Yep.
Then I'm going to press this button, and then I'm just going to carefully log in and install the software. That's what I'm going to do.
Getting devices. Oh no, it's Windows 11.
Have we got internet?
No.
There's no Wi-Fi. Oh, for goodness sake! Why does it do this every time? Oh, look at that, guys! Look at that.
Wait, this.
I still, it'd be like a not even £10 upgrade. I just need to grab an Ethernet cable because the one we have is plugged into here. So there goes my plan of plugging in. So I'm afraid what we're going to have to say is that if you do want to see this in its full RGB glory, get subscribed, because I want to do like a full build on this as a normal video on the channel as well. But if you're watching this, thank you so much if you have been watching this just to actually see someone build in this case. I'll give you my honest feedback, which is really like it. I mean, obviously you do have to be aware that you have to spend a fair bit more money on the fans, because this is not going to look good unless you've populated it with fans. You could probably avoid putting the ones down the bottom, but then you've not got fantastic airflow. So while the price of this chassis looked pretty good on paper, by the time you've added in all of the extra fans, you're looking at what, probably an extra 100 quid plus cooler?
At least close to 200 quid.
So, you know, yeah, you're talking about a fair bit of money there. Definitely a fair bit of money there. That's not the switcher for the camera. But yeah, nice and easy to build in. Don't forget as well, this is a dual chamber case. So obviously cable management could be a little bit better from me, but there's plenty of room here. You've also got extra space here as well. If you do want to like put a pump or something on there, then you've got thickness there, which is nice. So yeah, all in all, honestly, I'm really impressed. Really, really impressed. What do you guys think though? Have they enjoyed it?
Carl, I think so.
Have they enjoyed the case? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. You've got 1 minute before Carl presses the ejector seat and is hoisted into his car. Can I just say, I won't obviously say the brand. Am I allowed to say the colour of your car?
Red.
Well, yeah, okay. But he turned up today in a car that was different to his normal car, but it was also red and the same brand and slightly different. So I'm like, is that him? It looks like him, but I know it's not the same car. It was really weird. Freaked me out. Yeah, what do people like the Vision? What they saying?
Yeah, I think people are quite curious about the Vision. You know, people asking what is the case. Turn on the PC lights. We've tried, but we can't. But yeah, Paul Robinson said top stream, lads.
Good
Very
stuff.
nice PC build. I like it. Said Modari. So you know, I think people are pretty happy. It works.
Yeah, worked first time, even without a BIOS update, which is surprising.
Yeah, we even downloaded the BIOS update in preparation
for it to fail. Yeah.
So yeah,
there we go. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this. Really hope it's been useful. As I say, get subscribed to see us do another build and hopefully get all of the RGB lighting working with this. Apologies we couldn't do it in the stream, but like it is just internet. Like, look, here's your proof. Look, there is no Wi-Fi. See, no Wi-Fi. So sorry about that. We feel bad.
We'll fix it next time.
Fix it next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget as well, check out all of our Black Friday deals, including those from our lovely sponsor, LG. Thank you so much for watching, this. Thank you to LG for sponsoring this. Yeah, let us know what deals you pick up. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. You want to say bye, Carl?
Bye!
Are you ending it or should I?
I think you can push the button if you want and it should work.
Yeah?
Go on then.